Hi, this is Henry Chamberlain, and welcome to our July vlog here with Brian Capelli, finishing up the annual conference in Salt Lake City. Been a great meeting here. We want to spend a few minutes talking about the British Council for Offices meeting we were at recently. Brian, what was an overall takeaway? It was really a great show.
It was, Henry. I'll tell you, I was very impressed. They had a record attendance at the conference this year. A lot of different folks from many different areas of practice within the real estate industry. We had architects, engineers, developers, property owners, managers. So a lot of great perspectives present at that conference.
Yeah, and you went on a tour of the Carlsberg Brewery, so maybe you could talk about that a little bit.
I did. It's a fantastic adaptive reuse of the historic brewery property. The original architecture was Gothic construction with arches and statuary on the tops of the buildings. They're converting those old buildings into apartments and offices and even hotel, and then they're adding in brand new construction, apartments and office buildings as well, and creating what they call Carlsberg City.
Yes, you're talking about, the open space and all that. Bjarke Engels with Big was talking about some of his projects, and he's really creating public places as well as wonderful designs. Maybe you could talk about your reflections on him a little too.
Yeah, a very impressive discussion. He's really focused on creating that next generation of modern architecture with open spaces, everyone with access to light and air, and access to the outdoors. In fact, he just designed, I understand, the Google headquarters in Silicon Valley.
Yeah, he was Lego there, of course. He did Lego.
He did the Lego campus, of course, and he's working on the new Oakland Athletics Stadium,
which is amazing because it's like a park surrounding going in. I wonder whether they're actually building that.
It'll be interesting to watch, Henry.
It sure will.
Yeah.
And we were also, Copenhagen's looking at being net zero by 2025. We've got all these green initiatives globally. Really interesting. Hey, I think they're going to achieve that because of what they're doing. But talk quality of life. Remember the waterfront and all the things that were going on there? It's really a unique city.
It's a very unique city. Copenhagen was an industrial city, much like Cleveland, where I'm from. And I saw many parallels between the two cities. Their harbor front was polluted 50 years ago, much like the Cuyahoga River that is infamous in the United States. And but when we were there, people were jumping in the harbor and swimming on a 72-degree day. So really, really impressive. Also, the bikes far outnumber cars in Copenhagen. So I would say they're well on their way to achieving carbon neutral by 2025.
Yeah, and then one other thing I'd say, there's a lot of adaptive reuse going on and a lot of discussion about space usage. They talk about how 5/14 of the time people are in their offices, so they're leveraging up technology and all the rest. But one of the things they're wrestling with is what do you do with the other time that the spaces are open? Is there a public good? Can they use their app to register that? How can you handle this new environment where you've got these digital nomads walking around the city working in different places? I thought the technology piece was pretty interesting.
Yeah, it was very interesting. And the other interesting piece of the conference was they had a real focus on mental health in the workplace.
Yes.
And they say that is going to be the future of office, part of what we need to consider as office building owners and managers.
Yeah, and you're looking across 4 generations and how that impacts building the teams and all the rest. Yeah, that's the issue they see for the future, which ties into everybody moving into the city, creating an amazing business environment in Copenhagen. Hats off to the BCO and a really, really good conference this year. Thanks.